Oops. And welcome everyone. Welcome again to another episode in my series of Mystical Creatures Monday. Today we're going to be discussing a creature that is very interesting actually. Hey Wolf. Yeah, I'm discussing the Cyclops. One-eyed Cyclops today. The one-eyed Cyclops is... Let me do something real quick here. Let me find a picture of him. A good one that I can show. Uh, let's see if that, I know that's right, Wolf. Trying to find a good picture. Let me see if I can find the image here. That's the video. That's a let's see. Trying to find a really good picture. Okay. Let me see if I can download this picture here. I don't need this picture. I'll just save it to something here. Okay, now upload it that way. Oh, you slept half the day, Wolf? It figures. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that. You know how the insurance people call. Send a link here, copy, and paste. There we go. Oops. That's not what I want. Oh, wrong one. Never mind. Copy and paste. So as I say that oh, vanilla coffee, that's good, Wolf. That's a good coffee. Yeah, like I was saying, the Cyclops, I'm gonna put a picture of him here if I can do it. I got him here. See if I can find him. No, it's not there. It's this one. There we go. Okay, I don't need that. Okay, there we go. The Cyclops application window. There we go. Why is that showing? There. As I was saying, that's a picture. Hey, babe. I'm not sure. I'm fixing to find out. It says, in Greek mythology and later Roman mythology, the Cyclops are one-eyed creatures. There's three groups of Cyclopses that can be distinguished. And let's see, there are the brothers Brontes, Stirrups, and Arges. They're uncivilized. They're an uncivilized group of shepherds. Uh, they're also famous in builders of the Cyclopsian walls of Masrene and Tyrants. Okay. Oh, well, I don't know if you can see her base at high. uh, Let me see here. From the least of the 15th century, 5th century BC, sorry, Cyclops have been associated with the island of Sicily and the volcanic Aeolian Islands. Like I said, there are three types of Cyclopses that can be distinguished. There's the Hesiodic, Homeric, and the Wall Builder, which is interesting. Uh, let's see. The Cyclops are the three brothers, like I said, sons of Uranus and Gaia. They have also made Zeus's characteristic weapon, the thunderbolt. Let's see here. Trying to find something. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm not sure, Wolf. I gotta find it, see if they do that. Okay. Go with you. Possible origin. Okay. The possible origin for one-eye Cyclopsis was advanced by the paleontologist Ortheno Abel in 1914. He proposed that fossil skulls of the dwarf elephants, commonly known, found in coastal caves of Italy and Greece, may have given rise to the Polymetheus story. A rare birth defect can be solved in a photosis. Well, I got something I'm going to play and I want to let y'all listen to it. It can describe them better than I can. Let me do this here. Share my screen. Make sure the audio plays. There we go. Share. Come on. They probably do. I don't know why this ain't responding. Come on. It's Chrome. I don't understand why it's not. This StreamYard. Give me a minute, y'all. There we go. I'm coming back. This is ridiculous. Add the stream. There we go. Now I'm going to share this out real quick. Give me just a second, y'all. I hadn't had a chance to share this out. It messed up on me. Okay, I got that shared. Now, like I said, I'm going to share my screen. My application window. I gotta make sure it's the sound on. So let me do this again. Share the screen. Share the audio. There we go. Okay, guys. This is gonna be a. I'll hide this real quick.
The one-eyed giant you know and love has dominated popular imagination for thousands of years. The Cyclops combines two monstrous elements into one, a humanoid of massive stature and a physical malformation that only rarely occurs in real life. The most famous Cyclops, the cannibalistic shepherd of the ancient Greek Homeric myth, isn't the only one. He's one of many that turn up not just in Greek mythology, but in other cultures throughout the world. So why is this? Why a one-eyed monster in the first place? Does paleontology play a part in this? To help us out, we asked our friends from eons for some insight into the possible
Babe, you still here?
giant, who, did I mention, only has one eye? I'm Dr. Emily Zarka, and this is Monster. The Cyclops is not a singular creature that always looks the same or comes from the same place. The word means round-eye and can apply to all kinds of monsters. Chances are the one you've encountered is some variation from Homer's famous text, The Odyssey. The hero Odysseus and his men sailed to the land of the Cyclops, an island home to a people described as arrogant, lawless folk. While exploring the island, they find a remote cave and see a monstrous man named Polyphemus living apart from the others, tending to his large flock of sheep. In ancient Greece, only primeval or faraway peoples were attributed to living in caves. So those hearing this tale would know straight away that Odysseus was about to encounter something very different than sophisticated Greeks. While Polyphemus is away, they secretly enter the monster's cave and help themselves to the giant's food while waiting for him to return. When the immense shepherd finally arrives, he seals the door with a huge stone before spotting the humans. When questioning how they arrived at his land, Odysseus lies and tells the creature their ship crashed. In a sudden wild fit of rage, Polyphemus snatches two of the men.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that.
While the others watch on in horror, he meets them wrong. Odysseus and his friends are understandably horrified and begin plotting their escape while the giant sleeps. More men are eaten the next day, but Odysseus manages to sharpen a large stake from the giant's own massive club.
Wow.
He begins to execute his master plan of getting Polyphemus drunk.
Oh.
Wine in full effect, the buzzed giant asks his drinking buddy's name. Odysseus responds with Nomen. While the giant is asleep, Odysseus and 4 men hold the stake in a fire until it glows red hot. They thrust this into his eye, blinding the giant. When the other Cyclops on the island hear his cries of agony and rush to come see what's wrong, the injured Polyphemus can only say he was hurt by no man. The next morning, the now blind giant opens his cave to graze his sheep, and Odysseus and his men escape, hanging beneath the bellies of the woolly animals. As the crew sails away, with some of the giant sheep in tow, I might add, Polyphemus hurls massive rocks at the boat when Odysseus taunts him.
That was on the
You can even see these rocks today.
yeah.
The unique formation of the Ferioni of Achifrezza are called the Islands of the Cyclops.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I have to say it. I just have to say it. Odysseus is actually a huge. I mean, the dude goes to this guy's home, eats his cheese, steals his pets, and blinds him. He's a terrible guest to have. I would want to have him at my party. Despite the popularity of the story, Homer never actually says Polyphemus or any of the other Cyclops have only one eye. It's only assumed from other events of the story, which might be why a lot of art from ancient Greece takes some artistic liberties and shows the enormous figure with 1, 2, and even 3 eyes. But there is another Greek myth with creatures also named Cyclops, who are specifically described as only having one eye.
Yeah.
So that author clearly stole from Homer, right? Well, not exactly. Scholars still argue today about which text came first. In his Theogony, written around the same time as Homer, famous Greek poet Hesiod tells of a trio of smiths. These 3 brothers were said to be born from the union of the gods Gaia and Uranus, each with a single eye in the middle of their foreheads.
I can't pronounce the names, but yeah.
After their appearance. Each brother is given their own name, and in Greek they translate thunder, lightning, and flash. These one-eyed children of gods gifted Zeus with his thunderbolt.
Yeah.
Much more sophisticated and powerful than the simple violent shepherds of Homer's story. Hesiod details that strength and might and craft were in their works. The Cyclops here are portrayed as blacksmiths, and according to one ancient Greek
I bet, Wolf.
they're even credited with the invention of bronze weapons. Let's think about this association for a second. The ability to forge iron, the job of a blacksmith, requires immense physical strength.
Yeah.
It's not really hard to see how such figures would be considered giants in mythology. Smiths were important in antiquity, but they were often seen as outsiders, given that they did not labor in the fields or hunt like most other people at the time. And if you've watched an episode of this show before, you'll know by now, marginality often equals monstrosity. So whichever story came first, we have 2 Greek traditions of the Cyclops. One is a society of sheep-herding giants, and the other as one-eyed children of gods. But why giants with only one eye in the first place?
Exactly. That's what I was wondering.
Theory involving skull fossils. Now, I'm definitely not a paleontology expert, but luckily for me, I do know a few cool ones. Blake, could dinosaur bones help explain the Cyclops myths?
Now, according to an Austrian paleontologist named Antonio Hammel,
That's it.
fossils, not dinosaur bones, that inspired the original Cyclops.
That's what I'm wondering, Wolf. I'll look that up.
Belong to a group known as the Proboscideans. And while these amazing animals don't live in southern Europe today, they show up a lot in the fossil record of the Mediterranean. One of the first species to arrive in Europe was Gophotherium, a bizarre mammal with tusks on both its upper and lower jaws. Scientists think Gophotherium made it to Europe about 18.5 million years ago, and its remains have been found in Spain and Turkey. And it wasn't the last of its kind to roam the Mediterranean coasts. Mammoths, mastodons, extinct elephants, and a behemoth named Dinotherium lived there too. Dinotherium, whose name means terrible beast, had downward curving tusks anchored to its chin. And did I mention that it was big, like really super duper big? A full-grown Dinotherium stood 4 meters tall at the shoulder and may have tipped the scales at 12 metric tons,
Let me see.
making it twice as heavy as a modern African elephant.
But these ancient Proboscideans weren't always giants. On Cyprus, Crete, and many other Mediterranean islands,
Really?
paleontologists have found remains of dwarf elephants. And Sardinia, an island near eastern Italy, once even had miniature
Okay.
And of these smaller Proboscideans, among the very smallest was Paleoloxodon falconeri, standing no more than 1.2 meters tall. And much like Odysseus' Cyclops, its remains are
I don't understand that. Let me check. Suspended. Give me just a second. I know. I may have to go to the live Wolf. Let me check. Hold on just a second.